Exanthe here with US Classic Muscle Cars. I'm here with Dennis, the owner of this 1966. What is this car?
This is a Corvette, and we call it the Split Ray.
The Split Ray, okay. Well, that's cool.
It's a takeoff on the Stingray.
Okay.
Because basically the car has been split in half. We widened it 6 3/8 inches. We call it, it's really two reasons we call it Split Ray. One, because of that, and second, because it's split between the old exterior and the new interior.
Oh, okay.
So it has a new Z06 interior in it that's been modified to work in this car, as well as the body being opened up to allow us to perform a C2 supercar.
Oh, so this is a supercar.
Well, that's what we call it.
That's
if you take a look at the headers on it, the headers are made out of hand-cut metal. They're welded together. There's over 100 pieces on each side of the engine for the headers. By widening, we were able to use the very wide performance tires and still maintain all the lines going down the side. So you don't see big flares in the back like a lot of people use. You don't see that flat surface in the back. It all looks like a C2 Corvette. Only people will look at it for a while and go, so what happened to it? There's something different. And then they'll say, oh, it's wider, isn't it? It's like, yes, it is.
Okay.
So we took a lot of steps to try to hide that. We dropped the grille some to make it more proportional. It was very thin before, and now it's much wider. We put a third light in the back, so it fills the space up more. We lowered the back window by 2 inches, because when it was widened, all of a sudden it looked really thin. So we pulled it back to make it more proportional. We took the chrome surrounds around the windows, the moldings that used to be chrome, and we made those the color of the car, only in flat, so as to hide, again, it looked like it was really wide. If we put chrome there, it was going to accent the width of the car. So we did a lot of things to try to hide the fact that we had widened it by 6 3/8 inches. But everything in this car, we had to develop all the computer systems.
I say everything looks automated.
It is automated.
It is
can all
amazing.
be run by either a cell phone, by the computer in the center of the dash, or manually. That's because the GM computer system would not work unless you're going to use the new chassis of a new Corvette, and that was not possible with the project we were doing because the wheels are very differently fit. So that you'd have to modify the whole body, and then it would no longer look like a C2 Corvette. So we used a new chassis for a C2 and modified that to work with this car. But because of that, we had to develop all new computer systems. So there's 12 computer systems built by InfinityBox that allow us, you'll see the seats are moving in there.
Yeah.
They tilt forward, they tilt back, they go up and down, they're heated, they're air conditioned. Everything in the steering wheel, all those functionalities are present in this car. And that's all because of those 12 computer systems. So it took a lot of electrical genius work, took a lot of engineering work to get it to where we are.
So are the computers custom for this car or this type of car?
Well, they're actually custom for this car and this type of car. The company does a lot of defense work, but they designed it, for this car.
Okay.
So it's very specific, and again, it allows us. You'll see the hood goes up. It's a mechanical hood that can be operated. You'll see the lights come on down here.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. You can use those as running lights. Basically, the headlights are on, but they're down.
Yeah.
And they're inside. They will come up, and now you've got your headlights on. But you can just drive around like that if you want to instead of the LED strips.
Beautiful. Here we have Scott joining us, who is the mastermind behind, well, not the mastermind, but the hands behind this masterful power. Yes, and the brains.
And the brains.
I have a question. Why did you have to lengthen this car the specific amount that you did?
We had to widen the car to help accommodate for the new style interior. So that's all based off a C7 Corvette. So it needed the extra width in the middle. Plus we needed that width for the tires and everything else that we did with it. Just by making it a larger car, it allowed us to do a lot more performance items.
Okay.
And incorporate the new and the old, and to get this unique look. So.
How many hours did it take you to work on
the
this
shop
car?
had 22,000 hours, so that's 9 guys working 17 months a lot of 7 days a week and nights, weekends, all through. So.
Oh man, it's gorgeous. So when you first bought this car, did it look anything like this?
Oh, sure, just like it. No, it was from the window. There was no window. It was just a body. It didn't have, the paint was all scratched off of it. It was in it. We bought it from a guy who remodeled stuff, but it was just the back end and the detached front end. It had no chassis, no engine. It had a pile of parts with it. We took home 6 or 8 boxes worth of stuff that, of course, we never used. And some of the interior of the old C2 Corvette. But yeah, no, this was all the product of Scott and I sitting around saying, what are we going to do with it? And, you know, we were kind of chewing the fat back and forth, and we said, well, wouldn't it be cool to try to have a new interior in the old car?
Yeah.
And, you know, a couple days later, I walked in, and Scott said, I bought a new interior off of eBay. I found the whole thing, minus electronics, from some, you know, the engine of the body had 3 miles on it, and it was totaled. And we got the whole inside. So that was the start of things at that point.
Well,
from there, we
go.
had to modify everything. It wasn't just a matter of putting the interior into it. It had to be heavily modified.
So what are some specifications of the engine?
So the engine is, it's an LS9 6.2 liter. And then we redesigned the GM supercharger. So now it all exits the rear. It's been split into 2. It's been made to look like a early C2 fuel injection. Valve covers, the supercharger lid, the covers on the brake, the clutch. The headers are all hand, that's all pie cuts. So there's 100 pie cuts and welds per header. All of the hard lines are stainless steel that have been pie cut. Brake lines are all a copper nickel alloy that's been polished. It's got a very unique look to it.
Wow. And you built this whole engine yourself? Or you and your team?
Everybody at the shop worked on it. I mean, everyone's had a part in it. So.
All right. Right here it is.
All right.
So you said there are some original parts of the interior. Can you notice them?
Well, no, there's no. By original parts, I mean of the C07 Corvette. So in other words, no, there's nothing left from the original, really. Everything in there is the product of having taken the new interior and modified it to fit this car. For instance, the windshield of a new Corvette is way out from this, and so the dash had to be cut back 4 inches. And then all the vents relocated, and the speakers relocated. The seats were substantially modified to be more of a race car look than the ones now. The panels are very close to what a new Corvette's interior would look like, but every panel's custom made to fit that door, because the door of the new Corvette is much longer than this door.
Oh.
So, and then the back is all kind of custom designed. It's very beautiful. It's done in black and black suede. It's got speaker covers in the back there. You'll see those. Those are for the subwoofers back there. And so there's a beautiful headliner in there that has the split ray up on it. You'll notice the split ray down below, on the bottom of the chassis down there looking at you.
The leather's all done by, it's hand-pressed hides by Relicate Leather. And then Mike Lemire, Richmond Upholstery, did all of the interior.
Oh, nice. So you said Richmond.
Richmond, Vermont.
Vermont. So you traveled quite a distance to come all the way to this auto show.
We did. We're from Vermont.
How many auto shows does that add up to altogether? Because I'm sure this is not the only.
This is the second show. It debuted in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Took home a grade 8, which was a pretty big honor for the car. Then we came straight from there to here. It's taken a Select 6, which is one of the top honors of this show. I will find out this afternoon how far that goes, and then we move on to Cleveland, and then to Boston.
Okay.
And then the car gets ready to go outside and start driving on the road.
You're actually going to test this beauty out on the road.
We will.
All right.
So.
With all the electronics under the hood, it seems very high-tech. Do you think that this is going to become standard in most cars, all the...
There's a lot of features that we have that are already available in your new cars that are on the dealer's lots and stuff. Jay Harris from InfinityBox he's kind of leading the whole field on this for the aftermarket. He makes multiple computers that allow us to take these older vehicles and give them the new car convenience. So I definitely think that you'll be seeing a lot of this stuff at your local dealerships.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. It's been a pleasure talking with you and learning about this
Quite welcome.
beautiful, beautiful vehicle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.